In this one, we're just going to talk about what the best workout approach is for if you're taking GLP-1s. Ozempic, Mounjaro, Zepbound, any of those. Forgetting one of the, Wegovy, there we go. I know I was forgetting one. This isn't just weightlifting. We're actually going to cover that in its own video because you can really get nuanced and nerd out on all the different ways to do that. We're going to include that here, but we're going to talk about cardio, strength training, and a little bit of recovery on how you can stay feeling good between workouts, and obviously while you're dealing with all the side effects, potential side effects of the medications that you're taking in those GLP-1s. So we'll start nice and simple with cardio. Walking is a great place to start, and honestly, a great place. That's all you got to do is walk. Like any weight loss program, like that is really all they have you do. They have you start nice and small. That can be like just try to up your daily step count by 100 steps or 500 steps, whatever is doable for you. Doesn't have to be the 10,000 steps that Fitbit says. It's just marketing BS.
Yeah.
There's nothing scientifically magical about 10,000 steps. You just want to increase from where you're at. And then once you get to a point, you're seeing steady, sustainable loss week by week. You can hang out there until that plateaus out. So if you're at 5,000 daily steps, try to get 6,000 and so on and so forth. More nuance there. If you can walk like 5-10 minutes or just do your walks right after a meal, bonus points. There's great recent studies showing that has awesome benefits for bringing your blood sugar right back down after a meal. And that can be part of why losing weight is so tough. It's not that you're overeating, it's just your blood sugar is not regulated properly. Part of what the GLP-1s help regulate for you, but it's gonna, a hat on a hat in a positive way of like your blood sugar is a well-oiled machine. It's gonna make, you get to your goals even faster. So that's one little approach. Anything to add on the cardio front?
No, I mean, as far as cardio goes, yeah, that's kind of the gist is like start where you are and just kind of like progress slowly from there. Don't feel like you need to like really hit the ground running and like maximize this and go from
or run ever.
Yeah. Yeah. Or like go from like not working out to like trying to go for a jog every day. Like truly, I have clients that their whole cardio program is like their normal pace of walking, and you can tell the difference. Like I can tell the difference when they're not doing it for like a month or so for one reason or another. It makes a big difference. Just regular walking around your neighborhood on a treadmill, around the house. It doesn't matter. Don't feel like you have to do like perfect cardio. Just like move the body. That's it.
If you like to cycle, go cycle. If you like to swim, go swim.
Yeah.
It literally doesn't matter. What matters is getting your heart rate up into that zone too.
Yeah.
Okay. Strength training. Do you want to give the basic
bird's
eye view there?
Yeah. The basic thing with strength training is, especially on GLP-1s, kind of with a lot of medically assisted weight loss medications, but especially with GLP-1s, there is a known risk of muscle loss. That's going to happen anytime you lose weight super fast, but certain medications, it's more known and like, what's the word I'm looking for, studied than others. This is one of those where they really want to push, like your doctors will push like resistance training and protein as well to go with that. So you want to make sure that you're strength training, but that does not mean that it has to be like heavy weightlifting. It just needs to mean move your body against resistance, whatever that looks like for you. Kind of like the walking, wherever you are right now. If you've never strength trained before, body weight is strength training. So just do some sort of rep-based strength training at least twice a week, ideally 3 times a week. Just basically what you're aiming to do is send the signal to your body that it still needs its muscle mass. And the way we send signals like that is by using the muscle. So using it at a high enough frequency per week that those signals are reoccurring and your body's not likely to, while dropping things, start cannibalizing your muscle tissue. That's the basics of it.
Yeah. And then the big one we talked about in the first GLP-1 video was like the benefits of strength training on preventing bone loss and increasing your bone density, because there are studies coming out showing if you're on GLP-1 meds and you're not exercising, people are at a higher risk of bone-related injuries, losing higher risk of osteoporosis, and just generally higher risk of injury, losing bone mass, so on and so forth. Strength training literally does the opposite. It reduces the risks of those diseases, increases your bone density for the rest of your life. And strength training just helps you lose weight. Like outside of the medication, like these are all good practices if you're just trying to lose weight, whether you're on GLP-1s or not. So, if you're considering taking them and don't want to jump straight into those, these are all great habits of doing it. These are not, specific to being on the medication. So these are all good practices no matter what.
They just become more important.
Yeah, they become exactly. They become very emphasized.
Yeah.
And then just to wrap up, like I said, we're going to dive deeper into these in their own videos of each component, but make sure you're getting your recovery in, so getting enough sleep every night. You're taking time for self-care, whatever that may be, if that's meditation, if that's just some daily deep breathing, daily journaling, but also like foam rolling before your runs or your walks or your strength training, as well as stretching, like static stretching, kind of old school stretching after the fact. Make sure you're doing all those things. It's going to help kind of with all the concerns we just talked about, but it's also just going to keep you feeling good on a day-to-day. You already might be dealing with some side effects from these drugs. We don't want to add, over-the-top muscle soreness. In addition to that, that is totally avoidable if you have a good recovery routine in place. Like I said, we're going to dive into each of these bullets on their own in each video, but this is a good overview of kind of, these 3 buckets you want to fill. And it's just going to help you get to your goals faster and come off these medications and shift into maintenance mode, which is way easier than when you're trying to lose weight. So I believe that's it.
Yeah, with recovery, it's just all of this helps with side effect management, but recovery is the one that when you're in the thick of the side effects, like any sort of nausea or anything like that, the recovery based stuff goes a long way. And like even gentle walking and gentle stretching can be a way to like move your body, get some blood flowing. If you like plan to work out or whatever, you can do some of that light kind of recovery stuff, and it has the potential to help with the side effects and still help you feel like good and accomplished about staying on your movement routine. So that's the other thing, is like recovery movement is helpful too.